if you're not bang on in the NHL, you won't win. And that second period, like I said, that's probably our worst period of the year, I thought, from a compete level, from the amount of chances, we gave up, breakaways, what have you. You're not going to win if you play like that.
Josh, where do you think that this one kind of maybe got away from you guys?
After the first period, yeah, just not good enough. It was pretty embarrassing, to be honest with you, but we got a lot of hockey here, so this, that it sucks, obviously, but put it under the rug.
What are you seeing out of the power play right now?
It's brutal. Excuse my language.
Dejected. I mean, hey, he's honest. He's straightforward. We're going to get to the Sens in just a second. Here's Craig Button. What a treat to have him in studio. It's amazing to have you in studio. And what an amazing matchup between McDavid and Bedard, their first ever matchup. Two superstars, both producing. McDavid, a couple of great assists. Bedard, a highlight reel goal. Edmonton's won 8 straight now, Craig. But it's nice to see a matchup like that for the fans of hockey.
Generational players.
Yeah.
And when you look at where Connor McDavid is and what he's done for the Edmonton Oilers and the National Hockey League, fantastic. And that's what the Chicago Blackhawks are hoping for from Connor Bedard. And certainly those Chicago Blackhawks, like the Edmonton Oilers, want to return to their moments of glory. But, I mean, this is just back and forth. Your hands have to be so unbelievably quick to be able to score this goal. He turns inside and shoots it all in one motion. I mean, it's just brilliant. And then Connor McDavid, every time his blades hit the ice, he's dangerous. And the abilities that he has to just break down defenders and set up his teammates in such significant ways is beyond impressive. And he just continues to do it. And a little bit of a rough start for him. 22 points in his last 8 games. I would say that he has returned while Connor Bedard is arriving, but it's just fantastic for the entire league with the two Connors. And we didn't even talk about Connor Murphy or Connor Brown.
Right, exactly. We don't have time because we got to move on because I said the Oilers have won 8 straight. The Leafs have points in 7 straight. Really impressive against the New York Rangers on Tuesday. And Austin Matthews, 4 points, up to 21 goals now. Now, we're going to get to Brock Besser in just a second. He had a heck of a night, too, on Tuesday. He'll have something to say about the Rocket Richard, but right now it's Austin Matthews to lose.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the best goal scorer in the league is Austin Matthews. And there was that stretch here maybe 10 days ago where there was a lot of concern. Oh, Austin hadn't scored or only had a goal in so many games. When you're the best goal scorer in the league and you're doing everything right to be a top goal scorer, you're going to score. And that's exactly what Austin Matthews has done here in this stretch. And, when the puck is on his stick, I said this before, Jay, when David Ortiz used to come up to the plate and they got him out, I'd go, wow, that's pretty impressive. And when Austin Matthews has the puck on his stick and he doesn't score, you're, oh, geez, he didn't score. Because he rings him off the post when he doesn't score either. If he's just a little bit under the crossbar, a little bit inside the post, he might have 35 goals by now, the abilities that he has. That release, the power that he plays with, and certainly the Toronto Maple Leafs with Austin Matthews are rolling in a really significant way. Going into Madison Square Garden back-to-back nights and beating a very good Rangers team in the manner that the Leafs did, I mean, that is morale boosting.
So, yeah, like I showed you the Besser highlights. He's up to 20, Matthews at 21. This is fun. Both sides of the country will hate each other even more. Now, the Senators drop another game on home ice. They remain last in the Eastern Conference. You saw Josh Norris. It's almost like the whole team is feeling this way. They're just frustrated. They just don't seem to know how to get out of it. And it seems like maybe, did we think this team was going to be better than they actually were at the beginning of the season?
I certainly did. I thought there was my expectation was this team would take big steps. In fact, on this show, I said the Toronto Maple Leafs should be really worried about the Ottawa Senators. No, they shouldn't be. What I would be worried about if I'm an Ottawa Senators fan, more importantly, what Mike Landauer and Steve Stales have to look at is the state of your team. The state of your team right now, I think, is dispirited. And they've taken one step forward, one step back, 2 steps forward, one. And you heard Josh Norris, oh, we have time. No, you don't have time. You don't have time to keep playing like this. You break down at really important times. You break down without any reason. I'll be straightforward. Either DJ Smith's got to get this on the rails real quick, or they're going to get somebody else to get it on the rails. We saw Craig Berube lose his job. We saw Jay Woodcroft lose his job. Bottom line is, coach right here, right now, it's on him to get this team playing and getting them playing better. If they don't, there's going to be a new coach there.
Now, I don't know if you just caught what Craig said there. There was a little spoiler in there for what I'm about to show you, because the Blues and Red Wings played last night, and this one was tied in the second. Shane Gostisbehere cracks the stick on the one-timer. Marco Scandella. Craig, watch this. Oh, what about that, Craig?
Sergio Momesso's nephew.
Look at that, Momesso. I love a Momesso reference. Third period, 4-3 St. Louis. Joe Veleno to Lucas Raymond. And he beat Jordan Binnington. For Raymond, that's career goal number 50. Joined some elite company. 7th Red Wing to do it before turning 22. How about that? How about that list, Craig? Not too shabby.
Yeah, Lucas is pretty gifted and silky smooth.
13 and a half to go in this one. Robbie Fabry, who won the Cup in 2019 with the Blues, gets his 9th of the season. He, along with another former Blue, Ville Husso, get their win against their former squad, and why that was so significant and why we showed those highlights to you now, as Craig alluded to. After the game, Doug Armstrong fires head coach Craig Berube, just over 4 years removed from winning the Stanley Cup. But the insiders talked about this literally earlier in the day. This was not a huge surprise.
It shouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, bottom line for the St. Louis Blues, we talk about a team that was kind of sputtering along, some good, some signs where you're hoping they're going to be better, and then they really don't do it. So Craig Berube won the Stanley Cup in 2019. Yeah. The Ottawa Senators have won nothing in all these stretches here. Yeah. Bottom line is we've seen coaches get changed. I'm not sitting here saying somebody should be fired. You fix it, or they're looking for a replacement. So that's what Doug Armstrong did in St. Louis. The Ottawa Senators, you're on the clock.
We'll never replace you, Craig.